Welcome to the Veterans Online Summit. My name is Larry Peacock, and I am the host of the summit. And it's going to be completely free this weekend. So definitely watch all the videos. The schedule is up. If you look on my Facebook profile for Larry Peacock, the complete schedule is up for the Veterans Online Summit. So definitely take notes while you're watching all the speakers. Each of the speakers present a different online business model. And that was the purpose of the summit, is just to kind of expose you to all the business models for starting an online business. If you want all-time access, like an all-access pass that you can watch the videos at any time you want after this weekend, you can upgrade to that pass at veteransonlinesummit.com. We'll also be providing workbooks that will correlate to each of the interviews that will help you dive more into that. As far as our Facebook group, look for Funnel Vets, FUNNELVETS, Funnel Vets on Facebook. All right, I hope you guys have a great time. Thank you so much for joining us at the Veterans Online Summit, and I'll see you on the high ground. Wake up, you! All right, my fellow veterans, I'm so excited to be here. I got my buddy Nathan Shearer here, and I hope I pronounced your last name correctly, sir. Nathan Shearer?
That's perfect. Spot on, man.
Absolutely. All right, Roger. So I got Nathan Shearer here from Funnel Fix It. Hey, again, my fellow veterans, take out a pen and paper, prepare to copy. Roger, you're going to need notes. Get your notes out, because one of the biggest headaches, one of the biggest mistakes, the things that will drop you dead in the water when it comes to building funnels and starting an online business is the whole technical side of it. And it's one of the, and if I may get personal here, it's one of the reasons that it took me 3 years being with ClickFunnels for 3 years and not really doing things. And because I got so jacked up on these funnel fix, on these things that I need to get fixed, and I just didn't know how to do it. And now I've heard about this Nathan Shearer guy with Funnel Fix It. Nathan, where were you 3 years? You were probably around 3 years ago, and I just didn't see you, brother. But anyway, Nathan, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Larry, thanks for having me on. Basically, I'm a nerd from way back, so I'm definitely a self-professed nerd. IT is my background, but marketing is my new passion. So finding this online business has definitely been a game changer for me, for my family. And obviously for my clients. Everyone loves it. So I'll give you the quick synopsis, the quick 30 seconds of where Funnel Fix It actually came from. So I follow an entrepreneur from Australia called Dan Norris. He started I'm sure some of your veterans have heard of WordPress before. He started a service very unlike mine, where he was helping bloggers back in the day with all of their WordPress stuff. So whenever they had issues, so you had speakers, you had writers, you had all these people like foodie bloggers and things that want to take photos of the Instagram photos of their food and stuff and blog about it, travelers, all that sort of stuff. But they didn't know anything about tech. They didn't know anything about WordPress or how to write a blog or all that sort of stuff. So he saw a gap in the market and basically took his nerd skills and pointed at all of these bloggers and said, I'll help you with all of your WordPress stuff. And it was, I think it was $100 a month, unlimited WordPress fixes. It was at the time, it was unheard of as a model, and it actually became its own noun as a WP curve was the model for it. It's like the Uber for X. He was the WP curve for stuff. So fast forward a few years, I read his book. I loved his process. I followed the 7-Day Startup, which was the book that he wrote, and created my own online business and made my first dollar online. That was actually a coffee business. We went from 0 to sales in 7 days and 0 to 6 figures in 6 months. So I knew the process worked. I loved the guy. I loved his process. As an entrepreneur, you're following every shiny object out there. When I read this book and saw that you could go from 0 to startup, 0 to something in just a week, I could waste a week if I knew that if I ticked all these boxes and it come out with something at the end. I know I can put that idea to rest. Either it's going to work or it's not, and I don't have to worry about it or fret about it anymore. So I loved it, loved the process. 2016, I discovered Russell Brunson. I had my first play with ClickFunnels and went, this is like the simplest WordPress ever made. This is the easiest website builder thing I've ever seen. Like, it takes all of the hard stuff away. You don't need it. Gives you the simple stuff and makes the simple stuff even easier and faster. So I fell in love with it straight away. After joining the ClickFunnels group, and at the time, I mean, it's 200,000 people now. Yeah. At the time, it was like, we were talking about, oh, imagine when we hit 20,000 people in here. It really wasn't that many people in there. But every day,
how long ago was this?
2016.
Oh, wow.
Early 2016.
It's not long ago.
Not long ago at all, man. Not long ago. The world changes in marketing every day.
Wow.
So I would see the same questions day in and day out. How do I connect my domain? This isn't working. Where's the little, when I share it, my image is the old image from the template. The same things over and over every day. Like, I've got an idea here. It was the end of 2016. You know that period after Christmas where we've just had it, when you're sitting around, you're like, this year's going to be different. I'm going to do something. It's before the New Year's resolution. It's that, what am I going to do next year? I don't want to go back to the job, or I don't want to do this. That little period in there, your brain is just soaking up everything. And it's like, I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. And the next day I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a 7-day startup. I'm going to do WP curve for ClickFunnels. I'm going to launch January 1. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I've hit every goal that I set for that business. I absolutely love it. I'm helping people every day with stuff because I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Now you said 0 to 6 figures in how long?
6 months.
6 months. 0 to 6 figures in 6 months. And you had an idea, Roger. You had an idea, and you modeled an idea that you saw from a guy who did Funnel Fix It for WordPress, correct?
Correct.
Roger. And also, I wanted to reiterate, it was right around New Year's Eve, prior to New Year's Eve, that you wanted to start this and launch this idea, correct?
Yes.
Roger, sir. So, this whole thing happened for me. I mean, kind of same story, sir. Got the Veterans Summit, and it was right around New Year's Eve, right before it. And I had been with ClickFunnels for 3 years, and I didn't make a dime. I didn't make a dime on ClickFunnels. I was with him for 3 years, completely believed in it. I see people like you, doing 6 figures in 6 months only. I see all these people having success. And again, the whole thing that was keeping me from moving forward, number one, me, right? I'm taking ownership. Number one, I was the number one problem. But number two was technical stuff, right? Anytime I try to build a funnel, something would break down and I'd give up. Roger, I'd give up. And so anyway, it's just frustrating. But again, I did have, just like you, sir, I had that all-in moment, go all in. I sold Amazon stock. I worked for Amazon full-time. I sold my stock in Amazon to go to Funnel Hacking Live coming up here this very week. So, and I'm going to see you there, sir, which I'm pretty excited about. So anyway, I just had that moment where I'm going to make this happen. And I'm going to do a Veterans Online Summit. And I connected with Bailey Reichert, who did the 30days.com, just got done interviewing her as well. And so here I am, sir. And I hope to have the same amount of success that you're having. So I appreciate that. And I wanted to keep going on with this. So Nathan, go ahead and talk to us about what are some of the, you touched on a little bit, some of the most common mistakes that you see new people. So we have all these veterans watching right now. Most of them are new to online business. They're going to get ClickFunnels right away. They're going to get started in ClickFunnels. And they're going to be like me, and they're going to get to a point where their first technical experience goes bad, and they're not sure how to fix it. What are some of the most common mistakes that you see people making?
So it's really, it really is a fantastic tool. It's really easy to use. But there are some things that, and it's no fault of ClickFunnels at all. There are some things like domains. There are some things like links that are, it's user control. It's stuff that we have to do.
Yeah.
They've made it as simple as they possibly can. But once you get in there, there is 1,000 things that can go wrong. There really is. And it doesn't take one to just completely blow the whole thing up. So I would look through the domain setup one. That is the be all end all. If you decide that you want to add your domain to ClickFunnels, it can be a nightmare. It is one of the hardest things to get done. I know it back to front, and I can do it in a few minutes, but I've seen people get themselves into such a tizzy. How did you even get there?
That's your first thing you got to do, sir. That's the first thing you got to do. So and I've experienced it. I'm like, man, this is what it's going to be like, and I'm just trying to get my damn domain working.
So my plead to you is to leave it to last.
Is what?
Leave it to last. Leave it as the last step. I know it says to do it first.
Oh.
But you have one. When you create your first funnel, it has a domain already. It says .clickfunnels.com. It says something.clickfunnels.com. But go ahead and do everything first, and get it all ready, and then add your domain. That's the point at where you can go and test links and all that sort of stuff. But you have everything working that needs to work. When you
focus on the funnel building, sir. Focus on the funnel building. Building your funnels, your opt-in page. All veterans, you'll learn what all these technical babble stuff is. But build your opt-in page, your sales page, your OTO, all those different pages within the funnel, and then kind of save the whole technical setup for the end.
Yep. So General McChrystal wrote about, if you make your bed first thing in the morning, that's a win.
Cool.
Right? So if you what I would say is test your funnel first. Don't try and, if you go straight for the hardest thing first and you fail, you've just set yourself up for failure. If you make your bed first, so go and test this out. Don't play with it first, right? That's the best way to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. You just bring back nightmares for me. I'm just thinking, why did I do that? Because you're right. The domain's already there. It's not the one that you specifically want, but you have something that's living and breathing that's there that you can continue to work on and build the funnel, and then save the hard stuff for later.
So that is the number one thing that I see going wrong all the time. The next one that really stuffs people up is not testing your funnel before you go live.
Ooh.
So this is a little bit of a hack, but a lot of people don't know that you can do this. So let's say your email address is Larry at the online summit, right? Mm-hmm. .com. You could put Larry +1 at the online summit.com. It will still come to you in your inbox, but every program out there is going to see that as a unique email address.
Okay.
So if you go and type in, I'm going to go to my opt-in page, and I've connected it up to MailChimp or something if I want a cheaper version than ActionAddicts. It's a bit simpler to set up and start with. All right, I've connected it up there, and I've tested it and it didn't work. Oh, it's because I didn't connect this up. Okay, go connect that up. I'm going to test it again. Oh, I didn't get my email. Oh man, this whole thing's not working. When actually the first one did send over MailChimp. The second one, it's a replay, and MailChimp's like, well, I've already seen this email address. I don't want to send this to the guy again. He's just signed up again. I don't need to send him the same thing again. And you think it's broken when it's not. If you typed in Larry +1 at theonlinesummit.com, MailChimp goes, oh, look, a new email address. I'll send him that email. So many people didn't realize that you can have as many email addresses as you like to test something. So test with a new email every time. But if you use that little plus and a number or plus, you can even call it the test that you're using, like test 1 or plus test 2 or plus my opt-in 1 or something like that, so that you can even track which test it is inside your inbox. But that email will come to you. You will see it. It's a real email address, but a program like ActionAddicts, like MailChimp, all these programs, when you're testing them, will see it as a new email address every time.
Oh, wow, sir. So let me interject here to my fellow veterans, my brothers and sisters in arms who are watching. So just so you're aware, for this all access pass that we'll be providing, after these recordings are done, we're going to be putting the interviews into a workbook format. And so, Nathan is dropping a lot of what we call value bombs in our online world, right? He's dropping a lot of critical things that you all need to know. And so we'll get those up in the workbook, so you'll have that. I appreciate that. Anything else there on that subject?
I just can't reiterate enough to test stuff. So I have a quality assurance background. So me saying to test things is kind of like I say it all the time and people kind of glaze over sometimes, but it's so critical to actually test your stuff. So let's say you've set up this opt-in, you're going to give away a PDF to somebody. Here, sign up for my thing, give me your email address and I'll give you this thing. You go and make a change just before you go, oh, I forgot I needed to change the format of this, or I want to add an image to my email or something. Just the minus little things, but you've turned the email off, or you've broken the connection, or you've changed the email address that it's coming from, or just anything. The minor little change that you've made could change something. I've gone live. Oh, it didn't work. Oh no. So just test your stuff. Make sure if you're sending traffic to somewhere and you want someone to take an action, give you your email address or click a button or buy a product, make sure you've gone through that yourself. So I
appreciate that. That's good feedback. And, I'll add to that is when you are, to my fellow veterans, when you are building your new funnel, you're just starting off, create a launch team. And so when you have that launch team, you're going to let them know that, hey, I'm creating this funnel, I'm building this funnel, and there's going to be a testing phase that Nathan's talking about. And I'm going to go ahead and start sending you, I want you to get into my funnel, push all the links you can, find out everything that's broken, and let me know and send that back to me. And that will also save you guys some time. So let's carry on here. Now, sir, another person I'm interviewing, Blake Newbar, and all these amazing funnel builders that I'm connecting with. What are some themes that you see in successful funnels that are put out there?
So understanding your target market it's the number one. It's the key to any business venture. So if you know who is buying and why they're buying, then you're 3/4 of the way there. You just need to put your offer in front of them. Now, that's where ClickFunnels will step in. I have something that I can put the offer in front of them. I can make something and give it to them. I can make something and ask them to give me money. It's the tool, but you need to have the rest of the things in place. You need to understand who your target market is. So Blake has some fantastic partners that he works with when he's going to market. When he himself, obviously he sells his building services as well, because he makes amazing looking funnels. But he'll say it himself. It's not the funnel that wins. It's the entire thing. It's the entire business model process. You can put the best looking funnel out into the market, but to what market? To who? What are you selling? Who are you selling it to? Unless you're in front of those people, it's completely pointless. So the key to success here is, who am I selling to and how do I get in front of them? Once you've got that part nailed, the funnel part is really, really easy.
That's impressive. Yeah, I've been so astounded when I right before I connected with you, I was looking at your site, and as I was clicking through it, I was like, okay, this guy is like the real deal for sure, because every time I clicked on something, it was so fast, and it was just so slick. And anyway, working with somebody like you, using your services, it's clear that when you putting all those right pieces together, that's a presentation to your customers, your potential clients, right? Just your funnelfixit.com, your site alone. That's a presentation. And my first impression, sir, right when I looked at it, as I was clicking through, everything was so fast. You know what I'm saying? So I just really appreciate that, sir. So let's go ahead and do a quick little screen share. And I also want to make sure real quick before that, before we get to that, sir, talk about the time cost savings in working with services like you, sir.
Yeah, sure. So we've been around for two years supporting a lot of ClickFunnels. We've got a lot of Tacoma Club members, and I'm sure you've told your veterans about that little cool club that they've got going on. That's getting bigger and bigger by the moment. I think there's going to be hundreds of people getting their awards this year. So I'm looking, as I said, I'm looking forward to catching up with you this week as well. It's going to be a great time. But basically, we've been supporting everyone from complete newbies that have no idea right through to Tacoma Club members, right? So we've got all sorts of different levels. We've got different customers with different needs, but we only have 3 plans. And when I first started, we only had 2 plans.
Okay.
It was I want to keep this as cheap as possible. I'm still cheaper than Fiverr. I'm still cheaper than Upwork. That's like, you can go and work with a one-off developer, and hopefully you find a good one out of the millions that are out there, or you can come to me where we're all experts.
Yeah.
And you'll either have one, and right through to the two Common Club guys that they want the one guy, they want this guy all the time, or they want that girl all the time out of my team. They get a dedicated resource. So, from 99, 167 if you want to multitask, or 499 if you want to your dedicated resource. I try and keep it as simple as possible. It's really easy to work with us. The time saving that you get from each of those is different depending on your needs. So I just need some technical help here. Can I email you when I need stuff? You could probably go with the cheaper plan. You just need that support that I got to stop pulling my hair out. It's all gone. You just need support every now and again. Then the cheaper plans for you. If you want to be basically have us as your secret weapon and just shoot us stuff whenever you need it regularly, then the middle plan's for you. So basically, we'll work on your tasks for up there an hour a day.
Okay.
Anything you send us. And we're super quick. So we can usually get a couple of things done every day for you as well. So if you work that out at an hourly rate, you won't find anything cheaper.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's super incredible. One of the last questions I had for you was, if you had the opportunity to start all over again, right, with funnel building and maybe even with your business, what are some of the key changes that you would make? Again, you're talking to a lot of veterans here who have never done an online business. What are some mistakes that you say that they could avoid and whatnot?
Yep. So I would make peace with the fact that you're probably not going to learn everything. You're probably not going to turn yourself into a nerd. If you don't have that background, then don't focus on your strengths. So what are your strengths? And I would absolutely quadruple down on those. So where I see a lot of the people having a lot of success quickly is by utilizing referrals or their network or people they know, friends and family, whatever it is, where they have access to more than themselves, because you can't do this all on your own. And you guys would know the world is a team sport. You cannot exist by yourself.
Absolutely.
So if you can gather the troops, if you can gather friends, if you can gather, even if it's grabbing a Facebook group and it's all strangers, it doesn't matter. Safety in numbers, man. You're gonna get so much more traction so much faster if you can attract a group to your movement, to whatever it is that you're going to be buying, you're going to be selling, whatever it is.
Absolutely. And, this has been a common theme in all the interviews that I've conducted thus far, is you can't do this alone, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot do this alone, right? You heard of the term possibly solopreneur. Well, that just doesn't exist. All of us have help and we seek out help. And none of us, the success that we have with ClickFunnels is not because of anything that we've done. It's because of the people that have supported us. So as I've said, even with Nathan here and him talking about ways to test your product, get yourself a team, get yourself a launch team. You're getting into ClickFunnels, you're new to ClickFunnels. Go ahead and talk to some battle buddies and let them know what you're doing. It puts that accountability out there, and then begin sending them, let them get access to your link, or when you have the link up, let them test your product for you, and that will save you a lot of time as well. And again, this was a huge headache for me. It was a big game stopper for me, and it stopped me too often. And so I'm going to do a quick screen share of Nathan's funnel here for funnelfixit.com, because he was so kind to provide us an offer for the veterans exclusively. So this is Nathan's funnel. When you go to funnelfixit.com, this is his front end funnel here. And then on the back end here, he's created this offer just for the Veterans Summit. There's our homepage. And he goes through those two. Go ahead and talk through this, sir.
So if you go through the normal site, you'll see that the standard fix is $99 a month. and the multitasking, basically if you want custom code and things like that, is only 167.
Look how fast that is.
So those are the 3 packages we talked about. We have a special for the veterans. If you want to basically take away your headaches for the next 90 days, I can give you 3 months at the 99 for 250, or 3 months at the 167 for only 399. So this will be, obviously there's an ongoing if you want to keep it, but you can cancel anytime. But this is obviously for the next till the end of next month. If you guys want to jump on them, obviously we can only open this type of a window for a certain period before it gets a bit too busy on our services, and we kind of wind these types of things back. But yeah, we're here to help. We want to get you guys up and running within 90 days.
This is huge. You know, again, I wish I had this stuff. And it was there, you know, I just didn't, you know, our paths didn't cross at that time. It is what it is. But this is a great opportunity for you veterans that are out there considering starting an online business. If you want the headache, if you're like me and you're not a technical guy, but you know, you're a go-getter, you know, which I imagine a lot of you veterans are. You're definitely a go-getter, and you know a lot of people, and you're excited about starting your own online business, and you're done with the service. You've put in your time. You've hanged up your shoes. This is a great opportunity to start your own online business and have the headache, the worry of all the technical stuff that could go wrong. Just have Nathan take care of you, right? So you can focus on sales and focus on your product that you're sincerely passionate about. Hey, Nathan, I sincerely appreciate connecting with you, sir. Do you have any last parting words, sir? And also, how can we get a hold of you?
Yeah, sure. So I'm available. If you go to Funnel Fix It and go to contact, it's my details there. It's my email address. You can grab straight in my Zoom, my calendar. I'm accessible. So my passion, and I started this 2011 when I started my own business. The first thing I did was, like I just mentioned, I tried to get around a bunch of people. Now I couldn't find groups out there that weren't trying to sell their own stuff and you know, come in, it's free. By the way, here, buy this thing before you can go any further. Hang on a minute, you invited me into a group for free to talk about entrepreneur stuff. So I started, actually started 2 meetup groups in my local town, just so I could control the conversation. It was let's get a group of people here together, and we go around the circle and say, what do you need help with? Where are you up to? And can anyone here help you? There was no one paid me a cent. I ended up paying for the room sometimes, but it was that to me felt like a community. That to me felt like a group thing. So since 2011, I've been helping people start up, people move from, I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want to start my own business, or I just want to get away from this boss. That to me, if I see someone do that, if achieve it, or even get close, that they're feeling like they're taking control back of their own lives, that fulfills me. That's why I do this. That's what I need from this. That's my own selfishness coming out.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you, Nathan. I'm so glad. This is such an important topic. Oh man, this was such an important topic. And to my fellow veterans, I hope you guys have been taking notes. Again, if not, we will have the all access pass available for you. And we'll be getting the transcripts from this whole interview, putting it into a workbook format so you guys can get those critical details that Nathan has provided you. And again, you can go to that deal and check that out. It's at funnelfixit.com. And I'll make sure you have the special link to the veterans offer that he's provided for you. That will absolutely help you guys with, get you way onto success building a funnel. So again, thank you so much, Nathan. I look forward to seeing you in person soon. Folks don't know, but Nathan is from Perth, Australia. And I actually played basketball against some semi-pro teams in Perth 20 years ago, literally 20 years ago. And he lived in Sydney. I was in Sydney as well. So here our paths cross again, this time online, sir. And now I get to see you next week at Funnel Hacking Live in Nashville, Tennessee. Is this your first time?
And it absolutely is. I've never been to the country music capital of the world, but I did work in the country music capital of the Southern Hemisphere for a little while. So I think I know what I'm in for.
Oh, I can't wait to see you, sir. It's going to be a great time. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Nathan.
Good, man. All right. See you, everyone.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. Hello, my fellow veterans. Thank you so much for watching the interview. I hope you got a lot of value out of that interview. Definitely go back and take a pen and paper and take some notes, right? Go back and watch that interview again. At the top of the hour, we will have another interview. And now with all the speakers that we have at the Veterans Online Summit, a majority of them have provided what we call a free lead magnet, where you can learn more about them and some kind of education for you. But here's what I want you all to do. Here's what I want you all to do. Number one, go to Facebook group and add yourself to Funnel Vets, FUNNELVETS. I want you guys to become a part of Funnel Vets, okay? And all it is a group of military veterans that are interested in online entrepreneurship, mainly with ClickFunnels, okay? And the second thing I want you to do is if you're ready to go all in, which I hope you are, if you're ready to go all in, kind of the first initial steps that you can take, there's a couple of things that are very key, okay? There's 2 books in particular that I really want you to get right off the bat. And I'll get you the affiliate link for those books. But the first one is Dotcom Secrets, and this is the digital online marketing guide, okay? It's like the Bible for digital online marketing and learning how to sell online, okay? And that's by Russell Brunson of ClickFunnels. Then you have his second book, Expert Secrets. This is an amazing book, Expert Secrets, that I want you guys to pick up. And this is teaches you how to get paid for your advice, okay? And you're going to learn all about that, using persuasion to sell your product or service. Again, this is called Expert Secrets. Again, that's by Russell Brunson. Now, when you're looking to scale your business, you're going to be looking for a book called The Dream 100. This is revolutionary. I can't even tell you how amazing this book is. I'll get you the link for that, okay? All 3 of these books, these are like kind of the main books here. All 3 of them are free plus shipping, right? You're just going to pay for some shipping. The other thing that I want you to consider getting, another book from ClickFunnels. Again, they provide a lot, right? But what they provide is something called the cookbook. This is free as well. You just pay the shipping costs. But in the cookbook, for when you're learning how you get the ClickFunnels software, I'm going to get you a link and get you 2 weeks free to use the software. And when you use that software, this has everything you need to know about building online software or building a sales funnel, okay, and the different types of funnels that you can create, okay? This is step-by-step, and it's called the Funnel Hackers Cookbook, okay? Again, that's free plus shipping, all right? And then also, my good buddy, if you're interested in learning how to write persuasively, again, if you're interested in learning how to write persuasively, Jim Edwards, who's a speaker on the summit, this book's not even available yet, but it's going to be available, and I know he'll want to get that too. He's a huge supporter of veterans. He gave me this book, and that's Copywriting Secrets, okay? Again, it's a lot, but I'm trying to get you guys the stuff that's necessary that will propel you, okay, over the next person who doesn't have this amazing material, okay? These are like foundational books. These are foundational books, okay? Now, if you only get 2 books, only 2, again, you'd get these 2. If you just, kind of low on money, you have to. I'm a freaking officer. That's command authority right there. I'm giving you an order that you have to get these 2 books, okay? Definitely get these 2 books to start, and then moving forward from there, look to get the other books. Now, lastly, there's something called the One Funnel Away Challenge, and it's a 30-day challenge where you are going to commit to yourself about an hour a day, hour to 2 hours a day, to learning ClickFunnels, okay? And you'll have 3 amazing coaches, Russell Brunson, Julie Stowen, and Stephen Larson, who's a military officer himself back in the day, okay? And they'll be coaching you through the One Funnel Away Challenge. With that, it's $100, right? It's $100 for this thing, and you'll get all the trainings every single day, videos and whatnot online. and you'll get this box that will come in the mail to you. And this box is full of a ton of goodies, okay? One thing that's included in is this 30 days book. You suddenly lose everything in 30 days. What would you do? And they took 30 of the top ClickFunnels experts who use the software for different types of things. And they said, you have 30 days and all you have is the ClickFunnels software. What are you going to do to get back on your feet? Okay. It's 30 different case studies of completely different things that you can do to get back on your feet with in the online marketing world. And with the One Funnel Away Challenge comes the workbook. Okay. So again, just to recap, this is the One Funnel Away Challenge is something that I've done that almost every funnel hacker has done. It's $100 and it lasts 30 days. I'll get you the link for that. And that's something that you can check out. But again, these are the two books that you want to start off with, okay? Dotcom Secrets and Expert Secrets, all right? Immerse yourself in ClickFunnels. Just immerse yourself in ClickFunnels, and that's how you do it, starting off with those books. And I hope that's going to, I know it's going to be really helpful for you. I know it's going to be really helpful for you. Again, if you want to go all in, this is how you do it, okay? You know how you do it? You take out your credit card, you take out your debit card, and you pay for it, right? Because all of us have, before you, have done the very same thing, and you're going to be asking your potential clients to take out their wallet, and you got to be comfortable doing the same thing, okay? That's how it works in this game, and it takes a lot of hard work, but I'm excited to be there with you every freaking step of the way, okay? And lastly, I have some huge opportunities for you. I am an Inner Circle partner of Tier 5, the Tier 5 software, meaning I have the ability to sell software. And I also have the ability to create partnerships on a limited basis so that they have the ability to sell software under me. So if that interests you, I'm going to give you some free software just to check it out, to check out our product line, and to be able to, whatever you decide to do, if you decide to create online courses, if you decide to write a book, if you decide to do digital marketing, if you decide to be a life coach, if you can add software to your offer, you make that offer even more irresistible, okay? Again, you make that offer more irresistible to where clients will want to take up that offer and give their money to you, okay? And so I'm going to give you some opportunity to check out the Tier 5 software, and I hope that is really helpful to you guys, okay? So again, you have to go all in. That's all I'm asking. You may not believe in yourself. Sometimes you'll doubt yourself, but the one thing you will never do is you'll never give up on yourself. Cool? All right, on to the next interview. I appreciate you guys.